All right, so we're going to start with 185 grams of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and a dash of salt. If you need a measurement on that salt, I would go a half a teaspoon on the salt. And then from there, you're just going to whisk the dry ingredients together. Be sure to whisk it because you do want to make sure that that baking powder is evenly distributed amongst the flour. And you're just going to whisk that and set it aside. And then we're going to start on the wet ingredients, which is just a stick of softened butter, a half a cup of white sugar, a half a cup of brown sugar, and a splash of vanilla. Again, on that measurement for the vanilla, I would go with a teaspoon if I was actually measuring it. And then from there, you're going to begin to cream these ingredients together until they are incorporated and start to look something like this. Even then, you just want to give it a few more rounds because you want to make sure that the vanilla is fully incorporated. So you don't want to see any dark streaks or any dark lumps. So you want to cream that together. And then from there, you are going to add 1 room temperature egg. With that egg, if you forget to sit it out early to become room temperature, you can just run that under some hot water in the sink for probably like 30 seconds, and then it will bring that egg up to temperature. Um, and here you're just going to keep mixing. Do not get intimidated by the yellow streaks. It is going to fully come together and start to look like this. And so just make sure all the yellow streaks are out, mix it good before you add your dry ingredients. You just want to slowly pour that flour mixture in until it's all in there. Again, don't get intimidated because it is going to be really white. The wet mixture feels really soft. You're not really sure if it's going to come together, but it will. You just keep mixing it, mixing it, mixing it. And be sure that when you are measuring your flour, measure that in grams because you'd be surprised the difference when you don't. This is 185 grams of flour, which is about a cup and a half of flour, but eventually it's going to mix together like that. You might still see some streaks of white flour, but that's okay. You're going to have one more opportunity to get everything fully incorporated. And so right now we're just going to add the chocolate chips. And so I use a combination of dark chocolate chips and semi-sweet chocolate chips, but you can use whatever chocolate chips you want. You want to put at least 1 full cup of chocolate chips. I can probably go a cup and a half depending, but you want to add your chocolate chips and then mix it some more. This is the last opportunity to get those streaks of flour out. And so you just want to mix it, mix it, mix it. And then when it is done mixing, before you put this in the oven, you want to chill this dough for, if you're in a rush, I would say 30 minutes in the freezer. But if not, then a couple of hours in the fridge, put it on the baking sheet, bake it at 350 for 14 minutes, and voila, you have yourself the best chocolate chip cookie that you are going to eat. No store bought cookie is going to even compare. So enjoy.